Hi, Quisha. Hi. What's up? What's up? You want to say hello? Yeah, maybe? Just a little? Just a little bit? Say hello to the cameras? Okay, that's enough. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode. I've just been tremendously stressed out. I've had exam after exam after exam. So, studying for those exams, reading the chapters, doing the homework has taken precedence. So, I'm sorry. But the one thing that I cannot sacrifice right now is getting through the program. But in lieu of that, I wanted to make a video for you guys just to update you on my goings on and to keep you abreast of what's up. So I've got a new song coming out. It's called Crossroads. I made it maybe a year or two ago. I've just never published it, and so excited to get that out to you guys. The artwork is fabulous. Made by the same guy who did all of the Jesse Pinkman album artwork and the last release, Renegade. He's fantastic. I will leave a description of his work in the link below. If you've gotten this far into the video, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. You can subscribe here. And if you want to see any other videos that I've done in the past, you can check that out right there. And so, moving on to a brand new project. I'm still in the works with a lot of the songs, and I don't want to release them just yet. I want them to be polished. I want them to be ready. And I'm still working on the lyrics and the mixing, which I think I'll leave to either a buddy of mine from here, locally in New Mexico, or I'll send it off to a guy that has helped me in the past. I think he outsources from LA. So either way, you'll be getting that big project, which I'm hoping to finish by graduation. I have lots of ideas spinning in my head about what kind of project I want to put out post-graduation or upon graduation. I thought of making like a rap album about like pharmacological drugs that I've been studying, and name the song like the name of the drug, or call the song like Study Guide Part 1 or Part 2 or something like that. Just like if future nurses ever had the gumption to want to like learn about the drug, and if myself could, if I have the acumen to put the like mechanism of action into rap form for the pharmacology, that would be kind of cool. Yeah. And like, there could be two projects. One, on the one hand, it's kind of like the summation of the last 16 months of work, sort of like dictated through the art of rap by means of a study guide form. I don't know. Could be kind of fun. It would be tremendously, like, it would be hard to tactfully approach that, but that would be a skillful thing to do if I could pull it off. But if I can't, I'm not going to do it. On the other hand, there's just a project that's kind of been brewing in me ever since I finished Jesse Pinkman. I don't have a concept. I just have like a general feeling of where I want to go with it, which I think is artistically freeing, exciting, and yeah. So I may or may not do one or the other. Hopefully I will, but in the meantime, I do want to get out like little bits and bobs that I've kept in the cupboard for years, and just send them out to you guys and put them up on the channel, because I think that they'd be kind of fun to listen to and just good to get out there, because I have a ton of content. Some of it's unfinished, and some of it's not very good, I'll be honest, but it's like little pieces of work that I did either pre-COVID or during COVID, when I was kind of like starved for purpose and I needed to have an outlet. So I kind of just fired it off through a microphone, and here it is. So you can be the judge of that, but you guys are pretty good judges. So the other thing I wanted to talk about with you guys was this idea of standing up for yourself post, like, standing up for yourself in adulthood. Like, for me personally, I'm the kind of person who really, unfortunately, I'm a people pleaser. I'm working on that, and a lot of ways that I could improve on that. But getting away from trying to please others. And I have a lot of social anxiety. So trying to please others, knowing that at times many people will have disappointment in the outcome of their life, makes me uncomfortable. And I don't know why. Maybe because I don't like to be disappointed in life, and I'm sort of like projecting myself. And the downside is that I end up taking responsibility for their disappointment. And I encourage all of you not to do that, because it's a dangerous road to go down. And I'm learning how to not do that in my life, because it's very detrimental. For one thing, you can't possibly take responsibility for somebody else's feelings or disappointments in life. You could, and you could end up a very depressed, sad, disappointed fucking person at the end of the day. or just very socially anxious, resistant to change kind of person. There's a lot of things that you could be with that, but I think being somebody who tries to take responsibility for somebody else's feelings is detrimental to your own health, and I highly, highly recommend that you don't do that. There seems to be like a boundary that you have to create when you become an adult that takes time to sort of create. You accumulate a strength based on experience, and I feel like nearly 100% of the time we are most confident in ourselves when we are most confident in our abilities. So I think those two things go hand in hand. If we feel like we are in a new situation and we don't know what we're doing and we're learning something new, our sense of pride, our sense of accomplishment and integrity falls, and so does our confidence. So this idea of being, I'm a confident male, I'm a confident female, I think, all the time. It's just a choice I make. I think that that's actually wrong. I think you actually are confident when you are in a place of like achieving and growing into something new, and you've like achieved like your achievements. I've basically already said it. When you are achieving what you set out to accomplish more and more, your confidence grows with achievement and competency. Confidence grows with competency. So anytime that you are incompetent, you can't be confident about that. At least, I mean, you could pretend to be, but most cases you're not. And so when it comes to taking responsibility for other people's feelings, you got to at some point realize that the only it's all about control, right? So like I have to constantly remind myself that the only source of control is the 3 feet in front of me and along my circumference. The things that I can control are what's in front of me, the side of me, and the back of me, 3 feet around at all times. And I have to remind myself of that all the time, given how socially anxious I am, that, which comes with practice. But when there are going to be times in your life when you meet people that are going to want to, not necessarily in a harmful way, use you for the opportunities that they can grab for their own lives. It's not necessarily harmful all the time. Some people just live life through their charm, cunning, and everything else to kind of get what they need from other people. Maybe that's because they lack responsibility in themselves. And what happens like nearly 100% of the time, which is so funny to me, and maybe you'll find this funny. Tell me some stories about it in the comments if you've been through this. But like when you start to finally evaluate and stand up for yourself, those people that you're standing up in front of actually get mad at you for having the assertion to state boundaries for yourself, which blows my mind. But it's like, you know, I'd laugh, but it's not funny anymore. It's just the way that human beings work sometimes. People will actually get mad at you for stating your own boundaries. And it's more and more incumbent upon you as the mature adult to take that in stride and not be oppressed by the weight of that other person's feelings, thoughts, wishes, and desires and discomforts. Especially as a burgeoning nurse, you know, I want to care for everybody. I do. I would love that opportunity, assuming that it would have an equal outcome, but I know that it won't. I have to do the best that I can within the confines of my own reality and my own sanity. You know, I have to be able to negotiate my own terms as well. So, yeah, just wanted to bring that up. It was a thought that came to me. Wanted to discuss it with you guys and share your thoughts and feelings absolutely in the comments. Yeah. The older I get, the more and more I realize I can't help everybody. I can't do it. People have to be able to help themselves. And we as people have to be able to stand up for ourselves, especially if we're really caring people, so that we don't start taking responsibility for other people's crap. And it's hard, but ultimately it's ingratiating because you have to do, it's fulfilling in the sense that, like, you take your own life source away. You drain yourself every time you do that for people. The more and more that you become used by people, the less and less of yourself there is for you. And so you have to be able to, like, put a dam there and say, sorry, this is where I stop and this is where you go. It's hard to do, but it's important to do. So, I'm excited for this next project to come out. Excited for this new song to come out to you guys. It's called Crossroads. Hope that you enjoy it. And I'll see you on the flip side.